Video guide for asylum seekers and beneficiaries of international protection. Procedure for obtaining international protection. After filling your application for international protection, you will attend an initial interview during which you need to explain the reason why you're seeking asylum. You should enclose documents that support your statements. The interview will be in the language you have requested and it will be recorded. Read the protocol and make sure that the recorded information is accurate. You will sign it, which makes it an official document. The presence of your lawyer is strongly recommended. Ask for legal aid that is free of charge. Follow-up interviews are conducted if needed. You will be informed in writing about where and when they will take place. Make sure you meet the deadlines and be on time. The State Agency for Refugees is the responsible institution that grants international protection in Bulgaria. In case of rejection, you have 14 days to appeal this decision. The State Agency for Refugees, the court, and all state institutions lead official correspondence. Give a correct correspondence address, a valid email address that you check regularly, and your current phone number. What are your obligations? Abide by the laws of the Republic of Bulgaria. If you are accommodated at a registration and reception center, adhere to the internal order rules and maintain the property accordingly. Do not spend the night outside of the reception center without permission, even if it is just for one night. Do not change your address without informing the State Agency for Refugees. Do not enter border areas, which means 30 kilometers from the state border. Keep safe and always carry with you a document with which you can be identified. You will need to pay for a lost identification document to be reissued. Be on time for all meetings and interviews. Types of international protection. There are two main types of international protection: humanitarian status and refugee status. The humanitarian status is granted for a period of 3 years and the refugee status for 5 years. A foreigner who has been granted asylum has the right to apply for family reunification on Bulgarian territory. Both types of international protection allow traveling abroad. The refugee status allows you to travel in the EU, but not to permanently settle in another country. With humanitarian status, you need to obtain a visa from the country where you're going in order to travel there. After obtaining international protection, you have 14 days to leave the reception center unless there is a SAR decision stipulating something different. For more information, please turn to a legal aid organization or to a lawyer. Medical aid. Some of the health services in Bulgaria are free of charge if you are insured. If you have filled an application for international protection and the procedure is still ongoing, your health insurance is paid for by the State Agency for Refugees. If you have been granted refugee or humanitarian status, you must pay for your own health insurance. If you work with an employment contract, the employer pays for your health insurance. Registering with the general practitioner is obligatory. Only the general practitioner can refer you for specialized medical services and examinations. Medical services for which you have not been referred by the general practitioner must be paid for. Address registration. If you change your address and your procedure for international protection is still ongoing, you must inform the State Agency for Refugees. This is essential in order to receive your documents regarding the procedure on time. After obtaining international protection, you must begin the procedure for issuing Bulgarian identity documents. For this, you need an address registration. Personal hygiene. To prevent the spread of diseases, you must take care of your personal hygiene. Wash your hands and brush your teeth regularly. Take a shower and wash your clothes regularly. Keep the rooms and the common areas clean. Throw away any rubbish and waste items in the designated areas and bins. In this way, you prevent the risk of spreading diseases, mice, rats, and cockroaches. Education. Education in Bulgaria is divided into 4 stages: preschool, kindergarten, primary from 1st to 7th grade, secondary from 8th to 12th grade, and higher education. Education is compulsory for all children from 5 to 16 years old. Kindergarten. For children in the procedure for international protection or those who have already been granted asylum, you need to apply to enroll them in school. You need to register online at kg.sofia.bg for Sofia. Find information about the town where you are. Check your email regularly in order not to miss the deadline for registration. The child should be registered with a general practitioner. Children under 18 do not need to pay for health insurance. It is necessary that the child has a birth certificate and a vaccination passport. School. For enrolling children in a specific grade in a state or municipal school, the parent should submit an application to the head of the regional education management. From 1st to 4th grade, the asylum-seeking children and those who are beneficiaries of international protection are enrolled according to their age. From 5th to 10th grade, they need to prove they have sufficient knowledge for each school subject. Enrolling in school takes place throughout the whole school year, but not later than 30 days before the end of the second school term. Transcripts of records, diplomas, and other documents will be useful in this process. University. University admission takes place based on baccalaureate or entry exams according to the major. The necessary documents are a secondary education diploma, as well as a permanent residence permit, humanitarian or refugee status. If you have not graduated in Bulgaria, the diploma from your country of origin should be translated and legalized. If you do not speak Bulgarian, in the first year you must go through a language preparation course. There are programs available for study in other languages. If you are admitted based on exam results, university education fees are much cheaper than the ones for foreign students. Working in Bulgaria. You have the right to start working 3 months after filling your application for international protection. This period may change. The State Agency for Refugees issues a document certifying this right. You can register at the Employment Office and at the Caritas Sofia Career Center, where we will help you to find a job or start a vocational course. You need a resume or a CV and a cover letter in order to apply for a job. Do not underestimate their importance. They form the employer's first impression of you. And whether you will be invited for an interview depends on the quality of these documents. Accept work which offers an employment contract. It gives you security and safety. Create an email account and check it every day. It is strongly recommended to have a phone number and not to change it frequently. Bank account. In order to open a bank account, you need an ID card and a passport from your country. With the green card for asylum seekers, you cannot open a bank account. The official currency in the country is Bulgarian lev. Public transport in Sofia. Single-use tickets for public transport in Sofia costs 160 levs. Buy the ticket in advance and validate it once you're inside the bus, trolley or tram by perforating it. You can also buy a one-day travel card that allows you to travel all day with all forms of public transport. It costs 4 levs. A monthly travel card for all public transport lines with your photo costs 50 levs. If you travel a lot, it is recommended to buy a monthly card. The fine for traveling without a ticket or a card is 40 levs. The one-way ticket for the metro is not valid for the other types of transport, and vice versa. The prices are up to date as of June 2018. Taxis. Always check the taxi tariffs. They are displayed on the doors and windshield. It is best to call a taxi over the phone to the address. Emergency. The free of charge emergency number is 112. It is used for medical emergencies, fires, and other incidents. The phone operators receive calls in Bulgarian, English, French, German, Russian, Turkish, and Romanian. The emergency medical aid is free of charge. The hotline for child victims of abuse is 116111. The hotline for women victims of abuse is 0800 18676. Bulgaria. The population of Bulgaria is around 7 million. In the capital Sofia, there are around 2 million people. Other big cities are Plovdiv, Varna, and Burgas. Bulgaria is a parliamentary republic with division of powers. The National Assembly is the legislative body. It consists of 240 members and is elected for a period of 4 years. The Council of Ministers is the main executive body, and the Prime Minister is its head. The head of state is the President, who is elected for a term of 5 years and is the Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Bulgaria. The Constitution is the supreme law and guarantees the rights of all citizens. All persons are born free and equal in dignity and rights. No discrimination is allowed on the grounds of race, national or social origin, ethnic self-identity, sex or religion. The equality between men and women is a founding principle in our society. Women have the same rights, freedoms and obligations as men. Mothers enjoy special protection from the state. Gender equality is also applied to professional life. Women work equally alongside men and they can take managerial positions. The only criteria required at the workplace are the person's personal competences, skills, experience, and knowledge. Bulgaria is a secular state and there is a clear division between religion and state. Religious and other beliefs are not grounds for refusing to fulfill the obligations laid down in the law. The only official form of marriage is the civil one. The religious one is not. Christianity is the official religion in the country, but all major religions of the world are represented, and the right to freely practice them is laid down in the Religious Denominations Act. Another important aspect in public life is being on time. Punctuality is extremely important and respecting working hours is obligatory. Culture and everyday life. There are diverse rituals and traditions in Bulgaria. We celebrate the day when someone was born, their birthday. Relatives and friends greet us and wish us health and happiness. Another personal holiday is the Names Day. Many of the names belong to saints and martyrs, and this is why the Names Days are celebrated according to the church calendar. Easter, or the Resurrection of Christ, is the most important Christian holiday. The tradition is to dye Easter eggs red. Christmas, or the Nativity, is another big holiday when we celebrate the birth of Christ. The cookery ritual is very interesting, with traditional masks and dances. The cookery dance in the street to scare away the evil spirits. Survakane is another characteristic Bulgarian custom in which on the first day of the new year, men and children walk from house to house and wish health and good harvest. Martenici, white and red threads, are tied around people's wrists on the first day of March for health and celebrating the upcoming spring. Official holidays in Bulgaria. The national holiday of Bulgaria is the 3rd of March, the Day of the Liberation. In addition, we celebrate other important for Bulgaria dates. The 24th of May, Day of Bulgarian Literacy and Culture on the Slavonic script given to us by Saint Cyril and Saint Methodius. 6th of September, the Day of Unity. The 22nd of September, the Day of the Bulgarian Independence. For more information, St. Anna Center for Refugee and Migrant Integration. Caritas Sofia provides services in support of asylum seekers and beneficiaries of international protection at our St. Anna Center for Refugee and Migrant Integration, as well as at the refugee reception centers. You can book an appointment over the phone at 02 869 6335 in Bulgarian, Arabic, Farsi, Kurdish, Urdu and English. Address: Struma 1, telephone 02 869 6335 and email address st.anna@caritas-sofia.org. Caritas Sofia website www.caritas-sofia.org/bg. Facebook at Caritas Sofia BG. This video was developed for Caritas Sofia by Supernovi Films Ltd with the support of Experian Bulgaria.